What is up, fellow agency owners? In this video, I will be showing you the exact lead generation system that I use to scale my agency curve from an absolute zero to about 15K a month right now in a measly 7 months. If you don't know me, my name is Alex. I have been in the agency game for about 2 years now. Started my latest agency 7 months ago. Been growing like crazy, growing 50% month over month. So let's jump on the PC and I will show you exactly how I did it. All right, here we are. I have drawn up a small graphic to show you how this system works. So first of all, we have 2 stages. The first stage is lead generation. The second stage is the actual outreach, which I will be covering in one of my next videos. So this one is only focused on lead generation and how we generate high quality leads. So we have two phases within lead generation. The first is to actually find the leads, and the second phase is to verify the leads, because we do not want bad quality leads. If we send an email to a person who doesn't have a valid email address, the email bounces and we get a lower quality score, I guess you can call it, from our email provider, and we have a higher chance of landing in spam. So we want to make sure that all of our emails actually land in the inbox, otherwise we'll be struggling a little. So first phase, finding the leads, I use 2 different apps. Apollo, which is free, or it's not free, but I have a way of using it for free, so just keep watching, I'll tell you everything about it. And the second is Lemlist, which has higher quality leads, but it is also paid. For verification, we will be using Neverbounce to check the email addresses to make sure that they won't bounce. And the second is a duplicate check, because when you have thousands and thousands of leads in your list, you will begin forgetting who you have added or not. So it's important to do a duplicate check just to make sure that you don't send the same outreach to the same people several times. So let's get straight into it. Phase 1, Apollo. Apollo looks something like this. So this is an app that gives you a list of leads, and your job is to find the leads that actually match your criteria. Because you can only do so much with those databases, you can tell them the location, the employees, and the industry, but usually only a small fraction of those actually match your ICP or your ideal customer profile. So what we do, you go to app.apollo.io, you register a free user. Then we have 2 options. You go to search, the little icon here, and then you have to choose either people or companies. I always recommend people, because if you choose companies, you have to manually find the person who you want to contact within each company, which is the CEO or the marketing manager, whoever it is. You have to manually search for that person. So we don't want that. If we use people, we can actually put in the job title and it will only show us marketing managers or CEOs or whoever you want to hit. So you have a couple of filters here. Choose people, then you have to filter those people. I have already added some examples. So I want to only hit people in Florida who are in the real estate industry, who have in a company that has between 11 and 200 employees, as you can see here. So choose your ICP, job title. Let's say I want to hit marketing manager, for example. There we go. What else can we do? We could do company if you have a special list of companies that you want to hit, but that's usually not the case. So the most important here are job titles, location, employees, and industry and keywords. So put in those 4 and you are ready to go. As you can see, we have a list of 228 leads, which is not a lot, but you can always expand to other countries, to other states, make them more employees, add other industries. You get the point. You can always expand if you run out of leads here. So what we do is we begin opening these companies. So you can see there is this link icon. If you press it with your mouse button, it will open in a new tab without you actually going in there. So if you see, if I just press it normally, it opens in a new tab and I get magically sent to it. So if you press it with your mouse wheel instead, it just opens in a new tab, which is a lot more efficient. So we open 5 at a time and then we begin just going through them, looking, is this something that we want to work with? If you find one that you want to work with, let's say we want to work with Magic Companies, they have a pretty cool website. Then you go back, you find Magic Companies, and you open this person. Again, you click the name with your mouse wheel. So you click it, we open the person, open the person in a new tab. And here we need to find the name, the email, the company name, and the company domain or the company link. So we have this lead CRM, which I will be sharing with you guys. It will be attached in the description. So just go down there, open it, click file, make a copy, and make yourself a copy of this document. So we found this person that we want to work with. We copy their name, we paste it under full name, pretty self-explanatory. We copy the name of the company, Magic Companies Group. I usually then recommend that you only copy the actual name, not any suffixes. So not Companies Group, just Magic. It will also make you sound like you actually know what you're talking about. Like, hey, I took a look at Magic, sounds more sincere than I took a look at Magic Companies Group. So think a little about it when you copy the names. Make it sound as genuine as possible. So we paste in Magic. The formatting will be a little weird, but it doesn't really matter. We'll fix that later. The next thing is we click this blue button, access email and phone number. We get 2 emails here. Sometimes we get 2, sometimes we get more. Always use the actual business one, never use the personal one, because people are not happy when you use their personal email. So as you can see here, we have an @Magic Village email, and we have a Hotmail email. So we of course use the Magic Village email. We paste it in under email, and then we take the domain of the company and paste it under website. So this is our first lead. The Loom link we leave empty. This is part of the next stage, the actual outreach, which I will be covering, as I said, in another video. So leave it empty for now. We just keep going through this list until we find however many you want. I send 20 to 30 videos a day. So let's say we found 30 like this. We just drag it down. Of course, it's not going to be the same name for you. It's all going to be different, but just for the example, I'm going to do it like this. Now we have to format it so that it looks okay. So what we do, we select the whole column by pressing the letter up here. So let's say it's B, then we go up here and then we have to format it to make it look like the rest of the document. It's pretty simple. So the default in Google Sheets is Arial and 10. So as you see, we have already chosen Arial. So we do 10. And then we have to align it to the left. So now this looks good. The rest also looks good. Sometimes the names look a bit weird. Sometimes the emails look a bit weird. So you just go through them and fix them like this. Now that we have found 30 leads, your job in Apollo is done. But before we go over to the next phase, I want to show you how you can use Apollo absolutely free, because usually you can only see 5 pages. As you can see here, we have 25 people per page and 5 pages. If I try to go to the 6th page, I get this error because I do not have the paid plan. The way to go past this is to create a list, which I usually call a used. So if you go into lists, advanced settings, we use this used list as an exclusion. So it will exclude everyone who is in this used list from the search results. What we do then is we select these people, select this page and click it, add it to the list, add it to the used list. And what happens then is that all of those 25 people will be removed from the search results and we will get a fresh page of 25 new people. So if you use up 5 pages, you just add those 5 pages to the used list and you will get 5 new pages. So it's like a couple clicks extra, but at least you save like 50, 60 bucks a month, whatever it is. A bit about Lemlist. The concept here is basically the same. So we open Lemlist, app.lemlist.com, register as you did with Apollo. We go to leads, which is one of the features of Lemlist, because Lemlist is usually an app that lets you send out emails automatically, but they have now added a leads feature. The concept is the exact same as in Apollo. So we click add a filter and then we choose what we want to filter by. Industry, let's say you want to work with real estate again. Past job title, whatever, head of marketing, add your ICP here, add all of your filters. Then you click apply and you get a list of leads. This one is probably going to be pretty big. Yes, 4,500 leads. Exact same concept here. You go through, you click the name of the company to open it in a new tab. You go through the list, find the ones that you actually want to work with. And if you find one, you click find email and push. So here you need to create a campaign. So if you go into campaigns, you create a sourcing campaign, in which you will be adding the leads, because you cannot see all the info directly about the leads. This is much more efficient. So we go into leads, we click find emails and push and add it to the sourcing campaign. We click find verified emails. This will cost 5 tokens per lead, which is 5 cents, I believe, per lead. Then we click push lead to campaign. And if we then go into this campaign, into lead lists up here, all of the leads that we add will be here. Lemlist has this process of enriching leads where it spends a couple of minutes actually trying to find the emails. So don't worry if you get like the enriching message. Now that a couple of minutes has passed, I've also added a couple more leads. We can see both the names, the LinkedIn profiles, the company names. If they have this gray icon, that means that it couldn't find the email for the person. Blue icon means that it found it. So we only want the people with the blue icon because of course we're going to be sending people emails, so we don't want people without the icon. So we click the person to actually open it in a side view, and here we have all the info that we need. So we can just do the exact same process as we did with Apollo. Go into the lead CRM, add the full name, which you can find here, the email, the name of the company, which is a bit down here, Galantis Publicidad, and the company domain. So exact same process as with Apollo. I actually prefer the workflow of Lemlist because you do everything in stages. So first you actually find the leads, then you add them to the list. While in Apollo, you go back and forth. So first you find a lead, add the lead, find the lead, add the lead. So up to you which one you want to use. As I said, Lemlist is paid. You pay about 5 cents per lead, I believe it is. Yeah, 5 cents per lead. While Apollo, you can use for free with my little trick. So the next stage is actually verifying the leads to make sure that they are valid, to make sure that we don't send to invalid email inboxes. For that, we use 2 apps. We have Neverbounce and we have Google Sheet. We have duplicate check. So let's start with the Neverbounce. I always start with this one. It's app.neverbounce.com. All of these will be in the description for you to use. This one is paid. You have to buy credits, but it's pretty cheap. I think it's $8 for 1,000 credits, which will be enough for like a month maybe. So $8 a month for this one should be a-okay. So we go into verify to actually verify the emails. Here you can enter up to 10 emails. So what we do is that we go back to our lead CRM. We choose 11 emails as we have here. Then we paste them in here, 10 emails, and click validate. Did I do 11? Yeah, I think I did 11. There we go, 10 emails. And then it adds it to the list. Of course, now I only have 1 email, so it only adds 1 email, but usually it's gonna fill up the whole list and check all of them. And then you have to look for the status. So this one is accept all, which is okay. We only want those who don't have invalid. So everything except invalid is okay. If it's invalid, then you have to remove it from the list and find another lead to take its place, because invalid, the email is gonna bounce. It's not gonna be delivered anyways, and you're just gonna hurt your email reputation. So if it's invalid, remove it. If it's anything else, then you keep it and you go over to the next stage, which is the duplicate check. I have found this tool, which I again will be linking to in the description. It's just a website, no account needed, no nothing. We go back into our CRM, we choose the entire column by again clicking the letter. Then we click Control C to copy the column. Then we go back in here, paste it in this little box, and we click display /update counts. And here it will be showing us if we have any duplicates. So as you can see here, we have copied company name, and we have copied magic 30 times because we have 30 leads in here. So as you can see, it shows us company name 1, magic 30. So if everything has a 1, it will be showing 1 on all of them. So let me just, if I just spam some random letters here to show you. If we then copy it, paste it back in here, as you can see now, we have 1 of this one, 1 of this one, 1 of this one, 1 of this one, and we have 30 magics. So if you suddenly find that a company name has a letter 2 or 3 or 4, whatever, that means that you have added duplicates and you have to remove it from your list. And I usually do this process with all of the columns. So the names, the emails, and the actual websites. Our website is the most safe because website is always the same. The company name you can write differently, like property group. It can be like one day you write property group, the next one you just write magic, and then you won't actually find the duplicate because it has different names. So company domain is always the safest, but you can use all of them just to make sure that you don't have any people, because sometimes people work in several companies and you don't want to hit the same person either, because then they understand that you're not really personalized, you're just hitting the whole list. So that was my entire system that I used to generate leads, that I've used to scale my agency from an absolute zero to 15K a month. I will be linking to all of the websites, all of the resources, everything down in the description. You will get access to my CRM, to Apollo, to Lemlist, to the duplication check, to Neverbounce. As I said, everything is in the description. So just go there, click the links, make the accounts, and begin generating leads for your business. If you have any questions, of course, I will be answering them in the comments. So just leave them down below. If this was valuable, please subscribe. As I said, I will be dropping new videos. The next one is on how I actually use these leads, how I do the outreach through email using Loom to, as I said, close 30, 40, 50 clients in the last 7 months. If that sounds interesting, subscribe with the notifications on and you will get notified by YouTube as soon as that video is up. If it's already up, I will leave a link to it down in the description. So if it's been a week, you can just check the description and you will find the link to that video there. So have an amazing day. I wish you the best of luck and let's get the bag together.